can, in fact.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna see if I can make it so I don't have to push down things.
I prefer push to talk, but that's just me. If I had a save game, I think I had a save game. I think I had a save game. I'm really bad at Stronghold. I do have a Stronghold.
Loading.
I don't know what a stronghold is. What am I looking at? What am I building? Is this Lemmings?
Yes. It's one of my favorite medieval games. I played it all the time when I was a teenager.
Teens?
In my backyard? I love this game. It's a super hardcore medieval simulator where you're building stuff and you have peasants and people want to kill you and you can build walls and stuff. Everything takes forever. So I'm trying to build an archer.
Can I put money? Can I put money into something and make it go faster?
My wallet, I will give you my PayPal, and I will do better. So there's that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's how Farmville works.
Yeah.
So I think we're good.
I have farms with cows that give me cheese. So, there's that. So,
I sell the cheese.
The thing with I can't sell the cheese, I can't make a market. I'm level 3 of the tutorial missions, and I've already lost once because this game doesn't fuck around. Everything takes forever, so my wood choppers have to go find a tree,
A small group of the
chop
Red
it down,
soldiers are heading to the
pull
castle.
the logs back to his cabin. He has to do that 3 times, and then he starts sawing the logs, and then he fucking slowly walks the logs over to my stockpile, and then puts the logs on the stockpile. And then I get the wood.
What is up? What is up with these people? Do you see how slowly they're walking? It's like they have molasses in their boots.
You know, everything's slow. There's a way to speed up the game. I don't remember how.
There's not like some kind of like Sim City like fast forward button or something.
No, so that's the thing. It's only an all speed button. So in the main menu there's an option for game speed, and I think that's it. So I can set it's at like 1. I could turn it at 2, but then the entire game goes 2 forever until I quit out and go back to the main menu. So
Oh, that's weird.
yeah. So I'm trying to make an archer army, but before I can do that, I need to have bows available. So my Fletcher man is making bows, but he needs to, like, he has the hobblest hobble ever, so he needs to hobble his ass over to the stockpile, pick up wood,
Found us, sir.
walk it
What are
back
your
to the
orders?
shed. I need to lock my door. People are coming to kill me.
Oh, there's combat?
There is. I'm defending my keep, and there's a large group of men over there that want to kill me. So dude has to hobble over to the wood pile,
We await
pick up
orders.
the wood, and then
Instructions.
walk it back to his little hut, and then work on making the bow. But making the bow takes forever. And then once he's finished with the bow, he has to walk it to the weapon stockpile and then put it there.
By the way, I just want to mention that thing coming for you, that's not an army, that's a fucking parade. And I think they've got like deer with them.
Deer
So I'm not sure what's going on over there.
So there are multiple ways to produce food. One of them is to make a hunter's hut. And since it's so early, they have not given me the hunter's hut yet. So deer are just kind of multiplying and walking around. So my lose condition is if I lose my lord, which is my man on top of the little castle there. I have no like direct control over him. He just kind of does whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to defend my little...
They're peeing on those men. They're peeing on those men from the parapets.
Yep, absolutely. That's how we do things around here. The best part of this game, hold on, you need to hear this. And you're gonna have to hear
Okay.
it through the stream. So you're gonna have to give it 30 seconds.
Okay, hold on. I just want to mention that hearing anything from the stream is very disturbing for me because I can hear my own voice.
Saving.
Oh, absolutely. Best part of this
Saving.
We await orders. Moving off.
Yeah, this game's... I really love this game, but it's super brutal. This is back when games are actually hard. So me thinking, like, oh, this will be an easy time. This is still the tutorial mission. They're teaching you how to make archers.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
played for about an hour and a half, because this game, you know, takes a while. I got to the very last wave of guys on this mission. A group of them broke through my side wall down here, snuck in and killed my lord. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. I'll just reload a checkpoint. Oh no, there is no checkpoint. I get to restart the mission. So
I guess that's one of the big questions I have about this game is, like, looking at it right now, it doesn't seem like it's called Stronghold HD, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of HD about it. Like, how different is this from the original?
The only thing they've done to the original is they've upgraded the texture slightly and made it be 1920 by 1680 or whatever, instead of 400 by 600.
So they made a bigger screen.
Yes.
And more pixels. Okay,
actually,
cool.
when I was looking at the store page for this, because I was just flipping through the Steam store the other day, and I saw this, and it's only like $4.99, $5.99, something like that. I'm like, oh man, I fucking love Stronghold. Yeah, sure. And I'm watching the preview video to see what they added with.
Our cows are struck
HD?
down by a strange malady, my
Oh
lord.
no, my cows are sick. So I'm watching the video, like, the reel, and I'm like, alright, what did they change? And then they just, like, straight up focus on the fact that they've made the resolution higher. That's one of their key points. So I think I need to either wait until all my cows come back to life, or burn these farms down and remake them. I can't remember which. But I have so much cheese in my stockhold that I think I'm going to wait.
Did
So that signpost out there in the field, that's where the evil men will eventually come to try and kill me, so I can kind of know in advance where they're coming from and prepare for them.
I'd burn the farms down. You should probably burn the farms down.
I think they're working, I can't tell. There's something happening inside that hut. I can't tell if that's a baby cow being birthed, or yeah, that was a cow being birthed. See? I couldn't tell if that was a demon writhing around in there, or if that was a cow being made. So, the way the army works is you have to have both peasants and the equipment available to make the person. So right now I only have archers. I only have archers available.
Archers, ready!
You good?
Yep.
So what I was saying is, the way the military works in this is you have to have both peasants available to fill the role, and then the equipment needed to, you know, do it. So for archers, I need one peasant and one bow.
Another group of the rats
But as I start
heading in
getting
our
on
direction.
for, like,
Are we ready for them?
crossbowmen,
That sounds about right.
I need leather and crossbows.
A small
And
group of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
It starts to get pretty crazy when you start needing, like, pieces of metal armor and then metal swords and stuff like that, because then metal is pretty hard to come by as is.
Are you mining all that stuff, or is there like a trade mechanic? Like,
There
can
is
you
a trade
purchase
mechanic,
stuff from
but
people?
you can also mine. Eventually I will get a marketplace where I can trade, so like right now I have a ton of extra wood that I don't really need. I should probably reinforce my walls, but...
But I gotta ask, is that dude who's like standing on top of that building with like the sick-ass blue robes, is that your lord?
Yeah, that's him. They
That
asked
guy
me-
is a dick. He is fucking stunning, and everyone else around him is just like, I wallow in pig shit for a living. Like,
So,
that's my life.
The other amazing thing is they ask you to name your lord at the very beginning, like as soon as you launch the game for the very first
What'd you
time.
name your lord? What'd you name your lord?
So when I played as a kid, I named him Lord Steve, and it had the thing where it had a dictionary of words that it knew how to pronounce. So if you put in a real name, it would every time.
Oh, wow.
I did Lord Vash this time, seeing if it would know, and it didn't. But I remember as a kid waking up and playing Stronghold and it going, "Welcome, Lord Steve," and it was pretty mad.
Does it pronounce it like that moon astronaut game, whatever that's called?
Don't
Where
even
it's
know
just
what
like, welcome, Lord
no, it like the
Steve.
the dude went
Or like
there.
Goat Simulator, you know, like you type
My
things
boy's
into it.
yours.
They just
No.
recorded a bunch of like
It was a guy like going
people's names.
Like they went to a Ren fair and like, "Hey man, talking to this mic." So my
Just take the
little-
names of everyone at this Ren fair. This is going to be the most likely set.
So my little buttress here is totally full of archers, so I need to make a
Instructions.
smaller army of archers.
We are on our way.
I'm gonna really quickly put this dumb stream on Twitter real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We await orders. We await orders.
How the fuck did those deer get in my base? What the hell? No, I have walls here.
Yes? Leaving now.
Where did the... Oh, I see. They got in.
Alright. The rest of the world now knows about the deer incursion.
Great. So, the walls are a little weird, so they let you flatten the terrain. So you can, you know...
Whoa, I like looked away for 2 seconds
Yeah.
and now you're like, and you have like, did you just destroy everything?
No, I hit
You
the
just...
space
Does the space button just destroy everything? Like, do you just have dynamite
basically,
on like space button?
pretty much.
Okay.
So I figured out what happened.
That's weird, but alright.
My lumberer man cut down a tree that I was using as a in-between point for my walls. Because you have to hastily put up walls in the beginning of the game, or else things will just roll in and start eating you, like these deer. Now these deers are stuck in my base forever.
Can't you just like send an archer to kill them?
I could, but then I'd have deer bodies, and because I don't have a... I don't know. No.
So what you're saying is that this is actually just like really, really crafty, is that you trap the deer in here, and you're waiting for the hunter's hut to be available, and then you're gonna send them in there.
Sometimes
It's an
in
investment.
missions, they give you, they let you keep your base, sometimes they don't. So my little man down in here in the corner, he's telling me how happy my population is, and how much money I have.
Your little man.
Sire.
Oh, look at him. He's kind of creepy.
The people worship you.
So, based
Who
on
is that guy?
a bunch of different things here in the popularity is how... So, that 100 number at the very top of this book is my
A
overall
small
popularity.
group of the rat
Once it
soldiers are
hits
heading to the
50,
castle.
people will start leaving my castle. It's, you know, below 50 they'll leave, above 50 they'll start joining. And depending on a bunch of things here, so food, tax, crowding, fear factor, religion, and ale coverage, are how happy the people are.
So, you can actually just gift the people with Joe Rogan's Fear Factor and they'll love you more?
Yeah. There is a...
Okay, good.
There's a
Eat this buffalo testicle!
bear dance
Yay!
We await orders.
as well.
My bow is yours.
Hmm?
Moving off.
Makes him
Where?
pretty excited.
Wait, Steve, zoom in. Zoom in, I can't see.
That's a zoomed in... Wait, hold on. Alright, how about that?
Can you actually zoom
That
out
was
in this
zoomed in.
game? I was giving you shit. Can you zoom out in this
Zoom out
game?
where the trees overreach the border of the map.
I don't...
Give it
Oh,
a second.
wowie, wow. Alright. Wait, oh boy.
Yeah.
Huh.
The rats.
That's like
troops
watching
are
the small
attacking.
player in YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. That's as zoomed in as I get. I can also rotate my map. I mean to blow your
Oh
mind.
no. I don't wanna see that.
So I
No.
have practically no income right now, but I could tax my peasants, and that would make them sad, and then the happiness of the castle would start going down. But to counteract that, I could give them double rations.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on this lord. Is there